Hello, you guys. Hello, hello, hello. How's everybody doing this beautiful Sunday evening? Hope you guys have had a great day so far. Y'all, tomorrow's Monday. Let's conquer another work week, y'all. Like, we can do it. We can do it. But y'all, hope y'all having a beautiful, great Sunday evening. And we are here for Good Girls Review, Season 4, Episode 13, You. This episode really wasn't all that much. So it may be a short review. But let's start with Annie. So Annie and Kevin. I just came to the realization that Annie is the person that needs someone. Annie needs some type of person in her life. I feel like Annie cannot be single for nothing. She needs someone in her life. She is the type of person, she breaks up with someone, she got to find somebody else, and that she never has time to self love, self care, none of that stuff. She just needs someone there. I hoped that if the season got renewed, that Annie would just focus on herself, but no. So Annie is still a little shook up by what happened. Last episode with her being not kidnapped, but being held hostage by Rio's crew. And so she has like Ben's lacrosse stick as a weapon, and her so-called alarm system is a whole bunch of pots and pans and stuff like that. So Kevin comes by and he, still has some stuff that he needs to get because he's staying at Angela's house. Angela is the girl at the restaurant, the hostess from last episode. And you can tell Annie is jealous. She is jealous, okay? Because Kevin moved on so quick because of the rule. Because you guys remember last episode that they kissed, and Annie didn't want to cross that line or anything like that. So he's at Angela's house, and Ben, later on in the episode, Ben, he's about to go to a tournament for lacrosse because they're in the semifinals, and he asks, Annie, what's wrong? She's not going to tell him, yeah, I got kidnapped the other day. That's why you're at, Beth's house and everything like that. No. So she made up a lie and everything like that. So she goes to visit Angela at work, and she tries to scare Angela by bringing Kevin's toilet, the bucket and everything like that. And, just trying to make Angela, scared or like, try to be thrown off by Kevin, but it's not working because Angela sees that Annie is jealous that Kevin has moved on and that he's, happy with her and everything like that. So later on in the episode, Kevin comes back and he is staying now with Annie because he said that he referenced the episode of Hoarders, and he said that Angela hoards rotisserie chickens. Very weird, but okay. So that whole little situation right there. Um, let's switch it up a little bit. Let's talk about Beth. Okay, let's talk about Beth, and then we're gonna do Ruby for last. So Beth, she is Beth. Jesus, wow, having a moment. Um, last week, last episode, Beth, she was working with Rio's brother. That's his brother. I'm sick and tired of his brother cousin. No, that's my cousin. No, I'm sick of it. That's his brother. Okay, end it right here and there. That's his brother. Okay, literally, stop. That's his brother. But she wants to try to get into city council because she thinks that it's a good idea to have the law on her side, in case they try to, shut down Rio and everything like that. But girl, you don't know that yeah, that's the head honcho of the whole thing. Okay, you working with his boss. Okay, she don't know that, but we know that. Okay, and so she's thinking about running for city council and everything like that, and the girls don't think that's really a good idea because what's going to happen to them, if anything happens, and what happened to the plan of going into Nevada. And she was like, that's still the plan, but, took a detour. So they had to figure out something, okay, to get out of the whole Rio situation, y'all. 1 second, because Animal Kingdom comes on at 9 o'clock. Okay, so I need to hold on, pause. Okay, as of right now, I'm recording. It's 8:46. Okay, Animal Kingdom comes on at 9, so I need to make sure I watch it. Okay, but yeah. So she's thinking about going for city council. And then you have Dean. Dean is still trying to still trying to get information on trying to take Beth down. He found a counterfeit $10 bill, and he put it in a Ziploc bag, because it has her fingerprints on it, and he hands it to the lawyer friend. I finally found out who this dude is. His name is Jordan Belfi, I think. Belfi or Belfi or something like that. I kept telling y'all, he looked familiar because I looked on Wikipedia. I was like, y'all, let me go to Wikipedia. Find out who this dude is. And he was in Drake and Josh Goes to Hollywood. He was the talent coordinator, I think, of MTV TRL, in the movie. So that's what I recognize him from. Okay. I knew he looked familiar. But then he also was in Entourage, the show Entourage on HBO. He was oh my gosh. Was it Davy or something? Davy or Davis or something like that? Hold on, okay, refresh my computer. But I think his name was that Adam Davies or something like that. And then Ari. Yeah, Ari's nemesis. Yeah, he was on Entourage, so that was him. I knew he looked familiar. Y'all, I'm so happy. So happy. But yeah. And so Stan, he hands them a checklist or an inventory list of code names and things like that the girls say. And then book club, which means they aren't really going to book club. That means that they're making a drop off, okay, to Rio. So what happened is that Dean is probably still having second thoughts about it, because he's he doesn't want Beth to go to jail because the kids and everything like that. But Breckin Myers was like, look here, she needs to get the same thing that you got, okay? She needs to go to jail for what she did, okay? Look here, I want to see Breckin Myers in some more shows. Breckin Myers is hilarious to me. He is so funny to me. He's always been funny to me. He needs to have his own show. He needs to have a sitcom or something. Breckin Myers. But he's, of course, Dean doesn't know and everything like that. But it looks like he's starting to have second thoughts about wanting to put Beth in jail. What I feel like is going to happen, I feel that Dean is going to flip on Breckin Myers and try to bring down his little organization, bring his organization down and everything like that. So that's what I'm thinking. I don't know if I'm jumping the gun a little bit, but I think that Dean is going to flip on Breckin Myers and try to take Breckin Myers' character and his whole, little scheme down. That's what I'm thinking. Okay. But let's go to Ruby. So Stan is getting rid of the bags, get rid of inventory, because last episode Ruby told the real estate agent who bought the strip club from them during that little auction, she told the lady that the bag was fake. And so that lady's son goes to Henry's, school, School of the Gifted. So word spreads fast, and you know what? That whole little group now knows that the bags are fake. So Stan is upset about that because that was his idea. That was his thing that he was doing with Ruby to get them out of this whole situation. But then she proceeds to say that the bag is fake, so you know what? Gotta get rid of inventory. And that pisses off Stan. And one thing that irritates me about Ruby is that she always put Beth first. She always puts Beth's feelings first, then Stan's. I don't like that. Stan is your husband. Okay. Yes, Beth is your family, but she's your friend. Put your husband first. Think about how your husband feels, then hers. But no, she doesn't. She always thinks about Beth's feelings first. And Stan is over it. You can tell Stan is so over Beth and the whole Ruby situation. So, um, Ruby tells the ladies that, the whole thing is messed up with the purses, so they have to figure out something. So they still have the club, okay? So they go and they're printing money, but then they start hearing music playing, and it is Rio. Rio once again finds ways to break into stuff, and it's like, bruh, bruh, slide on through. No, 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 bad Aaliyah, no. Manny Montana, like, that's a good looking brother. That's a good looking brother. Okay, that's a mm-hmm. Yep, that's a good looking brother. Y'all gotta get to the back of the line, ladies. Get to the back of the line. Back of the line. Back of the line. Okay. Things I do to him. No, stop it. Bad Aaliyah. Okay, so he wants in. He was like, you know what? Okay, you know what? Dealership? Nah. Spas? Nah. Strip club? Let's do it. Beth was like, we're not, no, we're only here to print. We're not here to wash or anything like that. Rio was like, yes, you are. You gonna do that. Ruby, of all people, was like, how much? Rio was like, how much of what? Annie was like, how much is our cut? And then Rio's like, it depends. She was like, Annie said, how clean do you want your... No, Ruby said, how clean do you want your money? Rio was like, I want it sparkling. All right, so you gotta come up with a number, all right? And Beth was taken off guard by it. Beth was like, what are y'all doing? Like, no, this was our way out. What are y'all doing? But they got no other choice because the bag thing is gone. So they have to go through this. So they go to the diner and they meet up. I forgot her name. But one of the dancers. And she tells them about, okay, we got this, group of guys and everything like that. Change of plans. Strip club is open, but we're running it. And then the ladies was like, we need some of your friends. So the girl, she's going around, and some of her friends are working in, like, one is working in a senior citizen home. Other one is, I don't know what she was doing. It looked like she's working in business. So she's doing her thing. And then one owns an auto shop. And so she's recruiting all the dancers back to the club. And, they say, look here, we're all equal. We all get a share amount of it. What do y'all think? The ladies agree. So the ladies, they're making sure that they have everything good for the opening, ATM machine, clean poles, and everything like that. Health insurance. There's a place in the back to where moms who are nursing take care of their kids, and so it's like they're doing all this ready to open. But one of the dancers says there's a group of women out there who wants to speak to the owners, and it's this family act group filled with women, and they filed a petition to close down strip club because it's right near a school and kids are riding their bikes past the strip club. I'm like, hold up now. Isn't there like guidelines or something to where an adult business shouldn't be close to a school? Am I the only one? But like, why is there a strip club next to the school? That's kind of weird, but okay. So later on that day, she talks to um, the head honcho, and he was like, well, we're having a meeting later on tonight. You go and join. So they have like the city council meeting and everything like that, and the lady, she's giving her argument against the strip club. But then Beth, she comes and she says, well, you know what, if you take away the strip club, then you're taking away um different businesses surrounding the strip club who profit off of that. You got a sports, bar saying that all guys get drunk and they go to the strip club. I need the guys there so I can, make my money. Another one is the jewelry store, to where guys, feeling guilty, they gotta go somewhere to, not feel guilty about going to the strip club. Then you have a donut shop, that donut shop opens 2 to 5, and that's where, business hours are open. So if you close down the strip club, then you're affecting every other, small businesses around there. And so, I think the vote was like 4 to 3, and so the strip club is open. Um, and so head honcho, he wants to celebrate, you did good. And then Beth was like, nah, maybe for another day. So he sends it to Rio. Because early on in the episode, the head honcho was having a conversation. And something about a woman. And Rio was like, what I do? I grab her by the ponytail. And I'm like, what else would you do? Stop. No. Stop it, Aaliyah. Stop it. Clean mind, Aaliyah. Clean mind. Okay? Clean mind. But what would you do? Woo! And so, he said, I'll grab her by the ponytail and I'll handle it my way, or something like that. So then, head honcho, he sends Rio a bottle of liquor, and in the note it says, pull her by the ponytail. Here's a twist. So, you guys remember the, hold on 1 second. Let me get my TV ready for Animal Kingdom, because it comes on in like 3 minutes. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Okay, I got my TV ready for Animal Kingdom, because it comes on in like 2 minutes. Let me turn this down so y'all can't hear the background. Y'all, it's Endgame is on. Chris Evans is so fine. But I'm back to Good Girls. So y'all remember the DEA agents that were there from Washington, that was sent, from Washington to Detroit to do the whole investigation on Rio. So you guys know that all got shut down and everything like that. Here's the thing. You guys remember the cop that talked to head honcho early on and in the season, and he was asking questions about the fight that happened and everything like that. And he interrogated Rio early on in season 2 with Lucy's death. So you guys know that cop got, died by the hand of Rio's right hand. So they find out about what happened. The cops and everything like that, they found out what happened. So they get their stuff, and one of the cops sees the evidence, and that evidence is covered in spaghetti sauce. Okay, so what happens is that the police officer slips something into the DEA agent's box, and so she sees what's happening, and she's opening it, and it's a lot of evidence on Rio and everything like that. And so she goes to her bosses, goes to his house, and his wife is complaining to him about, the purple flowers and everything like that. And so she has evidence and she brings it to him. He was like, we're not supposed to be doing this. It's not in our jurisdiction. And she was like, well, we have to do what we got to do. So she goes to Detroit. Okay, she goes to Detroit, and she has the evidence and everything like that. He ends up going to Detroit, and he tells her that his wife divorced him because of, him liking men's. Okay, him being gay. And so they divorced. And so he is now working with her into uncovering the whole situation. And that the lead suspect is head honcho, brother in charge. So y'all, they made it to the strip club, and next episode, it might go down. So you guys, that was the episode of Good Girls. Alright, like I said, it wasn't really that much, but it was still good. I feel like next week is going to be good. Next week is going to be a good episode. So guys, I will see you guys tomorrow for Animal Kingdom, because it's on right now. Okay, I will see y'all for season 5 review of Animal Kingdom. All right, peace and love. I love you guys. Mwah.